side of doing videos, but mostly the interaction with you all in the comments section. I learn a lot. I enjoy it. So going forward, I plan to take some trips this summer, and looks like that's going to be postponed at least until the fall now. You know, what's interesting about doing these videos, they kind of go in silos. Like I could do a big Harley content video and it gets tens and thousands of views, and then I do something like a channel update and it mostly goes to the people who follow me regularly. So it's like having multiple audiences, which is great. You know, I always had mixed feelings about how much personal information I would share on the channel because, you know, everybody's got their issues and people like to watch YouTube videos for a variety of reasons, for escape, for entertainment, to learn things. But I like to offer my opinion about a lot of things, so I think it's good that you know where I'm coming from in certain things. So about a month or so ago, I did a video about how my wife had a near fatal pulmonary embolism. Very scary, very much a close call. And been getting a variety of medical tests done, figure out what's going on with her. And just discovered she's got breast cancer. It's a pretty aggressive form of breast cancer, but the encouraging aspect of it, as it were, is that apparently it's very treatable, given the nature of her particular type of cancer. So we're going to be out of the area for several months while she's getting treatment, and I'm really impressed with how she's handling things. I mean, been trying to prepare her. She knows already she's going to have a tough year ahead of her with surgeries and chemo and maybe even radiation and a lot of healing and recovery. So she's handling it with poise and grace. She's not saying, oh, why me? This isn't fair. She's not saying any of that. She's just working with me. We're figuring out what we need to do. And it's things like this that, you know, it's a challenge. People face challenges in their life. Some they know are coming, some they're completely blindsided by. But it helps to remain grateful for what you do have still. Like the fact that she's still with me here when it was so close back in March. And we've got a great support system. We've got 4 kids. My 2 adult children live out of the area, but they're making arrangements to essentially work from home and hold down the fort, as it were, which is great. I'm grateful that we're able to go to a fantastic medical facility and get her great state-of-the-art coordinated care. "21 years ago, my dad passed of rectal cancer. He had various surgeries and treatments over a 3-year period before that got him. So I have an idea of what people go through with these types of treatments. And it's rough. And that's an understatement. But I'm also grateful and fortunate that I've got great medical insurance. Financially, I'm in a position that, you know, I'm not sweating the finances as far as the expenses of being out of town. So I'm lucky there. I can't imagine people that have to deal with this sort of thing and don't have many available resources, whether it's family or financial. So I like to focus on the things I can be grateful for. I think creates a proper framework for solving problems. So I don't think I'll be having access to a bike for quite a while. I think I will over the next couple of weeks, and then depending on when all our procedures get scheduled, I don't know that I'll have a bike with me over the summer. So when I have time as a diversion more than anything, I'll probably do talking head type videos. Actually, I did 3 of those videos while we were out of town. She was getting various medical tests done, and getting back to the channel scope of things, I've always said I don't intend to be a Harley exclusive channel, and one of the other content silos, as it were, is going to be sport bike content, because that's what I love riding right now. I still have my Harley Roadster. I love that bike, but the sport bikes have been a lot of fun, so I'm going to stay with that. Did a track day, a drag race school with Chris Moore down in South Carolina. Plan on doing that again, because it's good to get yourself out of your comfort zone. It's probably not surprising to many of you, but I tend to suffer from overthinking. And what I liked about the drag race school is it's very technical. And at the same time, there's a lot of things to think about. So I got to get myself more in a zone where I'm just reacting instead of thinking. So I'd like to do more of that and maybe even build a drag bike. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that kind of content. You know, when I was a kid, I had a lot of phobias. It took years and years to outgrow a lot of them. I remember back in the 70s, the giant bounce houses were popular, along with giant slides. And my dad paid, I don't know, it was like $2, which is a lot of money back in the 70s, for me to have, I think, 3 minutes on this bounce house. And I only got like 5 feet into the doorway. I kept imagining that the moorings were going to come loose and somehow that whole bounce house was going to float into space with me in it. Completely irrational. But couldn't shake that notion, and basically bounced 2 feet inside the doorway in case I had to jump out quickly. So that's what I talk about, being plagued by overthinking. And that's what I like about riding. Puts me in a different state of mind. In fact, I recently did a video about Harley's first quarter financial results, and I was able to keep a lot of things in mind while still safely riding and paying attention to traffic. When I first started vlogging, I couldn't string 2 sentences together without having like a 5-minute gap in between, because I was just used to riding around and not really thinking much. So you get kind of into a flow state, as it were. But we'll see. It's nice to be riding, and especially as a form of stress relief. My wife's going to be my first, second, third, 1,000th priority in the coming months. But I think, depending on when her treatment starts, she should be in good shape here by the fall. She surprised me yesterday. She said she wanted to go ride on the Hayabusa, so I took her. It was a lot of fun. She loves that Hayabusa. It's so smooth and powerful. I was surprised. But the thing about a passenger on a sport bike is they tend to set up higher. They can get a clear line of sight over the rider's helmet, which is good. So again, I appreciate all of you out there. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What kind of content would you like to see going forward? Another quick note too, there's been a lot of people ripping off my content. Now YouTube is a big place, and it is possible for people to have the same idea about something, but I'm just talking people straight up ripping off content without acknowledgement. I mean, at least drop a mention or say, hey, I saw this video and it gave me an idea for my take on it. I've had big channels rip me off, especially in the early days. It's like, you know, I'm not into the big internet beefs or YouTube beefs, so I just let it slide. Although I did make a joking comment on one of this recent guy's videos. It's like, dude, I thought I was watching my own video here. So I guess other creators are watching my content. I try not to really watch other people's content in the related field of things, just because I want my own ideas. I don't want to be influenced by other people. So anyway, let me know what you think out there. Thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for future videos.